Good morning, beautiful people. Today I want to tap with you on resistance. Resistance can show up sometimes unexpectedly. Sometimes you you know it's coming. Sometimes it can show up as feeling really tired and you just don't have the energy to do the thing. Sometimes it can show up as you're just so busy and you can't make time to do whatever the thing is that you want to do. And so it is important to retrain your brain and to have small wins along the way. A lot of the time, we'll have these really big goals that we set for ourselves, and then it's easy to talk ourselves out of it or to come up with excuses and let the resistance win. So, whether you are someone who is struggling with resistance to perhaps having a new routine of going to the gym every 3 or 4 days a week, or if you're having resistance to sitting down and working on a new project, whether it's maybe creating social content for your business regularly, or maybe you want to write a book and you want to sit down and write a certain amount of words every day. Whatever the case may be, however that resistance is showing up for you, this tapping can help. So, we're going to start on the pinky side of the hand. Take a few deep breaths and think about this thing that you've wanted, this goal that you've set for yourself, that maybe it's been a goal that you've set repeatedly, or something that you say that you're going to do, but then you don't do the action that you need to do. And it's not that you don't know what to do, right? I can't tell you how often I get that from my clients. I know what I need to do to lose the 10 pounds or to, feel stronger. I know I need to go to the gym, right? Like, it's not that we don't know what to do. It's that we can't seem to make ourselves do it, right? That's that resistance. So even though I have this desire, I'm struggling to make it happen. And I'm choosing to love myself through this. Even though the resistance is coming up hot, it's okay and I'm okay. Even though I've been struggling to take aligned action and stick with it, I love and accept myself. I've been struggling to stick with the action. I've been struggling. And I get really frustrated with myself. I say I'm going to do it, and then other stuff just gets in the way. And then I beat myself up, and I feel bad, and the cycle continues. And I'm frustrated with myself. I'm frustrated with this resistance. Pause, take a nice deep breath in. How intense does that resistance feel for you? And do you notice it in your body? Is there a physical sensation? Do you feel a tightening of your muscles in any particular areas? Really beginning to cultivate that relationship between the mind and the body, noticing what's coming up for you. Even though I can be really hard on myself and I'm frustrated that I'm not doing what I know would make me feel good, I love and accept myself. Even though this resistance is really frustrating me, I know it's time to create some change. Even though sometimes this resistance seems too big, maybe I can take a different approach. Maybe it doesn't have to be an all or nothing mentality. Maybe I can make smaller, more manageable goals. Maybe I can chunk it down. small steps are still steps in the right direction. I'm so sick of all this frustration. It's time for some wins. I deserve to keep my promises to myself. I'm worthy of keeping my promises to myself. The resistance isn't in control. I am. Take a nice deep breath. Let it go. Even though the resistance is still there, I know I can do things differently. Even though there's still resistance, I know that I'm stronger than the resistance. I know that I'm smarter than the resistance. And I deserve to feel good. Even though I've been battling with this resistance for a long time now, it's time for me to do things differently. It's time for me to choose again. It's time for me to take a step back and create doable goals, reasonable goals, and celebrate those wins. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. I've been so hard on myself. Right here, right now, I'm choosing to love myself through this. I'm choosing to make a commitment to myself. I'm choosing to be a woman of my word. Right here, right now, I'm choosing to let this resistance go. Take a nice deep breath. And how is that feeling? What are you noticing? This is a really great practice to really tune into the physical sensations that you might be experiencing in your body. Maybe there's visualizations that come up in past sessions with clients. Sometimes it's come up as like being a prisoner in a cage and they can't get out of it, or feeling like you have a backpack full of weights and wanting to be able to drop it down. And so if something like that comes to mind for you, use that visual and put words to it and tap on those words. And of course, if you need support as you are working through the resistance, and remember, this is a practice. They call it a practice for a reason. We need to come back to it again and again and again. And you are worthy of taking this time for yourself and moving through the resistance and attaining the goals and the dreams that you desire. You are worth it. Sending all the love your way. Take care.